And just getting to that point takes long enough. That's why like the blue white red version is a lot more common, because you can easily turn the corner and just go bolt, bolt, helix, electrolyze, bolt, bolt, snapcaster, bolt, and just turn the corner really quickly and kill them. It's weird to call it a control deck sometimes, because sometimes you burn your opponent out. They take 5 off of their lands, and then you're like, bolt, bolt, snapcaster, bolt, helix, electrolyze, hit with a snapcaster. You're dead. Sorry, bud. Shouldn't be too much longer. I'll use from last one. Should be getting done soon. I believe the living end player didn't give himself a chance to win though, because this living end is going to unsuspend. And once it unsuspends, it's going to wipe his board, and none of his guys have haste or anything. So he just won't be able to kill him if that's turn 2. If it was if he was turn 3, this still doesn't do anything. His board gets wiped. His dudes come back, and then none of them have haste. So I think he locked it up so that it was a draw instead of a win or a loss, which is sometimes is correct, but draws suck. The draw is almost a loss. When it comes to intentionally drawing in and things like that, it's a loss most of the time. Unless you're in a really big event that's 15, 16 rounds, then you can X1-2 gets in, things like that. Because it's slightly better than X2-1. It doesn't happen that often though. It's talking 15, 16 round events where that happens. Mainly 16 rounds. Grand Prix are 13-2. Have to.
Alright, go grab me some
We're
nickels.
done? Alright.
Yeah, next round's already up and they're seated. It has been hectic over there. Alright. So that was a quick intermission. For me, Carter did a wonderful job taking over. I got a chance to watch a little bit of him. And that's not who we have playing. On the left, I think we saw her in round 2, Cody Dickerson. She is not playing Grixis Twin. She is playing Infect, which is actually what I would say our other player is most known for, and actually pretty well known for it altogether among the card gaming, the Magic community, Christina Smith. She's done quite well at multiple Grand Prix with the deck, and being a Pro Tour player, doing well with a deck, and that being your signature deck, you get to be known for it. But she's not playing that today. She's switching it up, and she's on Jund. And so we're excited to bring you this match of Magic here at Hometown Hobbies, and we're streaming from Rare Drops, which is located next door. It's the awesome retro video gaming store. There are not very many of those in the United States, so it's exceptionally awesome to see them when you do, and it's even cooler when it's right next door to where you frequent most of your time. Especially now that GameStop is starting to sell retro games, it makes it even more sought after to go to the mom and pop type shops. Alright, I did not get a chance to see you on the roll, but we will be able to tell very soon. Christina put her hand down first, so she might wait to see what Cody says, suggesting that Cody won the roll, and that is the case. No, it's not. Actually, Christina won the roll, and she's going to lead with a Thoughtseize ability. It's Inquisition or Thoughtseize. Alright, we're going to see an Inkmoth, a Pendlehaven, a Wooded Foothills, Groundswell, Noble Hierarch, and Vines to Vastwood with a Blighted Agent. I think she's going to take Blighted Agent, as that is the infect creature. Granted, Noble Hierarch with Inkmoth is also a combo, as in it's going to be an infect creature for her. That being said, I still think it's important to take the Blighted Agent. It's unblockable. Dodge is most removal, so. Christine's going to pass it over, and Cody's going to draw for turn and probably lead with Pendlehaven Noble Hierarch, if I had to guess. Sure enough, we'll see Pendlehaven, right, and she drew a Might of Old Kroza for turn. So we still have an Inkmoth, a Foothills, a Groundswell, Vines of Vastwood, and now a Might of Old Kroza for Cody. Christina, on the other hand, I'm unable to see her hand, and she plays a second Blackleaf Cliffs into a Dark Confidant, which resolves. Thank you. Yeah, Carter just ran me the deck list I needed. So now I can tell you exactly what these players are playing. I knew what Cody was, and I was pretty sure with what Christina was playing because I watched her build her deck. And Christina's going to take one down to 19 to the Confidant, flipping a amazing card in this match, a Lightning Bolt. And she's going to draw for turn. Which I think she did. I just think that she left the Lightning Bolt on the Confidant. And it looks like it's going to be another Inquisition. Instead of a Might of Old Kroza, apparently that was a Mutagenic Growth. So we have... Christina's thinking she might not have a third land, but if she does, she's definitely thinking on which one to play. Thank you, everybody who's been watching. Christina plays a Bloodstained Mire. We're in round 5 of 6. Round 5. Isn't that awesome? We've already been through 4 rounds of Magic, and they have all been great. In this one, both players got to keep their 7, so they got to do roughly what they wanted to do. Fetch land's going to be cracked by Cody. She's going to go to 19 regardless. Christina's thinking on responding to the fetch. And she is. She's going to Lightning Bolting off Nexus. Now Cody pretty much has to Vines the or she could actually Pindlehaven it and then Mutagenic Growth it to make it big enough. And she's just going to Groundswell it. Christina will respond with a fetch. Cody is still at 19. And Christina's going to take 2 and probably, yes, cast another Lightning Bolt on it. This one will resolve, even if Cody Mutagenic Growths it, that's not going to matter much. So Groundswell's out of the way, Foothill's also out of the way. The card in Cody's hand that we don't know, or the card, wait, there's 2 cards in Cody's hand, there's Mutagenic Growth, and 2 other cards actually, and I don't know the other cards from the turn 1 Inquisition anymore. So right now they're resolving the Wooded Foothills that was cracked, and it should be 19 to 17 in favor, or 19 to 14 in favor of Christina after the fetches and shocks. And Cody's also going to go down to 17. Christina should be at 14. Okay. Christina was at 17 and she cracked a Bloodstained Mire. And she got it. Alright. So life totals are correct. And a Raging Ravine coming down. For those of you who do not know, Raging Ravine enters the battlefield tapped. It provides a red or a green mana when you tap it. And you can pay 2 green-red to animate it. Oh, it was a Might of Old Kroza. And Mutagenic Growth and a Forest. And she takes away the Might of Old Kroza, so all that's left is a Mutagenic Growth and an Oval Hierarch. Attacking for 2, going to put Cody down to 15. In Raging Ravine, you can pay 2 red-green to make it a 3/3 creature. And when it attacks, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So the first time it attacks, it can immediately become a 4/4. It was a card that saw a ton of play when it was in Standard, so it's good to see it seeing play in Modern. Cody plays a Windswept Heath, and that's a new card that Christina was unaware of. And flips a Black Cleave to Confidant, draws for turn, and is going to play said Black Cliff. Next turn, that Raging Ravine will be online, so she might want to try to play a threat or 2 to pair up with the Bob. That's the other name for Dark Confidant, for those of you who are unaware. Actually, in that specific art of Dark Confidant, as you see, a Tarmogoyf follows, and she's doing a quick different count. I think it's going to be a 4/5. It might be a 5/4. But I think it's a 4/5. Yeah. Or a 5/6 is what I should have said. But for those of you who are unaware, Bob Marr, Hall of Fame Magic player, won the... I can't remember what they're called. It might just be the Invitational. I think that's what they were called. Something like that. And the winner got to create their own card. And he chose and made Dark Confidant, which is one of the most iconic Magic cards of all time now. And it even features his likeness as the wizard. The human wizard, not the big guy in the background. As you can see, Raging Ravine can be active if she so wishes, and it looks like it is. Just she's going to go to Raceville, and we're going to see an attack from the Ravine, triggering, getting a counter, and 8 points of damage are going to be coming Cody's way. Christina has a lot of the aggression now, especially with another Lightning Bolt in hand. This game is going to be really tough for Cody to come back as she goes to 7. Yeah, it was the Invitational. Okay, I was pretty sure. And just like that, Christina gets the first one. We're going to go to game 2. And you better believe that both of these players are going to have plenty of sideboard options. Christina, there's a good chance that she's going to bring in Duresses. Possibly Anger of the Gods, maybe. Knight of Souls Betrayal, absolutely. That card is ridiculous.